My name's Tom. Hi, I'm a guitar player. Actually, the more guitar I play, the more I play with guys, the more I realize I'm just a singer. So what I've done, this is kind of my day job is I tech instruments, so I fix and repair and set up and things and apply, install things and change stuff. And when I go to a gig, over the years, I've learned a thing or two, probably three things. And one of them is this bag has got everything I ever need. And if it's not in here, it's in my car trunk, which is a spare cable and a first aid kit. And
No, Tom. The stuff you need is back at the house.
Yeah, that's your gig. That's your gig. No, I've been burned a few times. The nice thing is that if I'm working around Simcoe, I just call home and Rose runs it over. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unpack this purse. So, wallet and keys. I take business cards with me everywhere I go. Would you like a business card?
Sure.
Yeah, I have one of those. There you go. Thank you very much. Because you never know. Somebody says, hey, I know a guy, and I have his card. So if you're not promoting yourself, nobody else is either. There's a cell phone, which is on silent, by the way, because sometimes I just hate that stupid thing. Cell phones. What else have we got here? Now I have notices, things. And I also have something to hand out. I'm the president of the BMA. I carry Bradford Musicians Association pamphlets and brochures so I can give them to people because I never know who I'm going to talk to or where I'm going to be. So if I have them, I can give them out. If I don't, I can't. What else do I got? More business cards. Okay, well, COVID is everybody's friend. Here's a couple of masks. Here's some more business cards. I totally get a purse. I totally get what's going on here. Now, I don't know if you can see this or not, but I have, at the suggestion of my vice president, he says, I bet you don't have a safety pin. There's a lie. I have two of them, actually, Paul. Believe it or not, there's another one right here. So
Practice safe pinning.
I do.
What is the purpose
I do.
of the safety pin?
If you don't have suture kits and somebody gets a big slice out of them, you can take two safety pins and put them together. So, or your fly, you break your fly. Or, there's a whole bunch of stuff. I used to work in Northern Ontario. I used to work in a place where if you didn't fix it, you died.
Wow.
Okay?
That's true.
So there was a lot of,
That's true.
So things you carry in your purse. This is insect repellent. Insect repellent. Those of you who know me know that occasionally I go down to the pier in Port Dover and practice at late night, like 2, 3 in the morning, midnight to whatever. And sometimes the bugs are a little bit much.
And for some reason, they're attracted to all the lights.
Yeah. And the guitar player, the one guy on the dock. Hey, look, a blood fist. Sunglasses. Yes. Now, you do have to be careful. So you put it on the backs of your hands. You rub it here. You don't get it on your fingers. Don't get it anywhere you can touch the guitar because it'll eat the finish. Interesting things. So this is kind of the stuff I carry. This is a book a friend of mine wrote. I just bought it the other week. Inscribed. Coral Andrews is the music critic for the KW Record. Good friend of mine. I've noticed, and she was like Kleenex. This is your mother's purse. Except mine don't smell like lipstick. You know the one? Your mom always goes, come here. Look, get out that lipsticky. Yeah, and that's what I got there. A little thing for writing notes, as in, 2.5% on gear. So I needed to know that. That's important. So you write important stuff down. Always got to have something to write on. We'll get into the pens in a minute. Note, I'm going to talk to Paul about something here. I made a note. Don't remember what I've done with it, but there it is. It's in there somewhere. Note paper, things to write notes on. Getting into the musician part. This is a note that I put up whenever I'm busking with Bob Beauclair. Send Bob to camp. But this is a folder full of different set lists that I've used over the years. So I get a call for a gig. I can sit down and say, okay, how much time? Well, this one's, there's an hour's worth. There's 4 sets worth. So, and different mix and match. So I work as a single or I work as a duo. I've got different set lists for things. I do a lot more ballads when I'm playing by myself. A little more rock and roll and tango stuff when I'm working with Bob. That's a set list. Find your This is a book of tunes that I'm learning right now and lyrics that I'm having to memorize. I have Blue Bossa here, if you know Blue Bossa. Yeah. And a bunch of different tunes. These are tunes I've written. Some I'm redoing the lyrics. I carry it with me so I can just, if I got 15 minutes, I can pull it out and start, writing things. I don't like the way this moves along. The lyrics to Georgia on my mind. What? I can't figure out why I can't memorize all of these lyrics. It's just too many drugs when I was in high school, I'm sure.
The writer had too many.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, Ray, I'm good. Yeah, and one of my own, right? So I've got one here, and I'm already constantly revising. Sorry, I'm constantly revising when I'm writing because what I find with new musicians, and I'm going to put this out there, you guys don't edit enough. I'm just going to leave it there. What do we got here? Well, I have a lighter and a thing, an appliance. I'll be up front with you. I smoke a little. Now, the interesting part. There's the safety pins. The interesting part. I have fingernails, so I also have. You don't want to talk about that. We will get to it, but we just don't want to talk about it. I have things that you use. Hemostats. Locking blood vessel clamps. Useful for all kinds of things. Picking your nose, picking your friends' noses. More Kleenex. Crazy glue. Because you never know, right? I have 3 of these nails are gels. And sometimes, for whatever reason, they just fly off. And now, with the crazy glue, you can put them back. That goes on there.
This is because you're finger picker.
Because I'm a finger picker, yes. And I get these 3 done because these 2 never wear out. I don't know why that is. But anyway, these are my drugs. I have a back issue. And every now and again it goes twinge, and I go, hey, good thing I got that, and I take those. For all you guys that are friends of mine, this is a bag of guitar picks. I don't use them, but I have them because guitar players don't have enough picks ever. And these are all the different shapes and sizes and jazz picks and saw picks and big ones and little ones and all that. So I carry them for other people. This is to keep my hair in order. I have these little pick your teeth things.
Why use those?
Yeah, you got them. I know they're in the car, and I just had that submarine sandwich or whatever, and I need these things to clean my teeth. I have. Oh, this is for the crazy glue. This is catalyst for crazy glue stuff. I have the world's best collection of nail files, and my friends, because I have them, have access to them too. These now, if you go into because of COVID. When you get your nails done, which I do every 5 weeks or so, they can't reuse the emery boards, and they're only using them on 3 nails. So I get these really unused emery boards for free because they can't keep them, so they just give them to me. This is the secret weapon. These are amazing. These are diamond nail files, and you can use them for everything from cleaning contact points on. Well, I don't do distributors anymore, but contact points on stuff, things that are corroded, things that need to be worn down a little bit. It's all there. Okay, one empty pocket. Now, all you guitar players, all you bass players, this is a tuner. And it's a clip-on headstock tuner. Now, I'm going to make a little commercial here. This is a Peterson tuner. These are not $29.99. These are $90. And I can intonate your guitar with this tuner because it's good down to 1/100th of a cent accuracy. So this is why I don't use the cheap ones, because this thing is, again, this is a tool. And because it's that accurate, I can actually repair your intonation. I've done it in bars, loud bars. Man, your SG sucks. Give it to me. And I set their guitars up for them, and they freak out. And then the next time they're doing something, they give me a call. Hey, guy. Okay, what do we got here? AAA batteries. This is for a flashlight I carry. There's a pen. Oh, let's talk about pens. Let's not talk about pens. Let's just assume that there's a few pens in my life. There's 6.
Does it have 9 bolts in there?
I haven't got that pocket yet.
Oh, sorry.
Gee, you're impatient. This goes with my medical kit.
One of my bases is active.
Ooh, there you go. Well, then you should know I do. Now, the other, so for all you finger pickers out there, I don't know what that is. This is a toenail clipper. This will cut anything. So when you get kidnapped, you know, you're tied up, get your toenail clipper.
If you can reach your bag.
Well, of course.
While you're
It's
in the
predicated upon all that. So here's 6 pins. Also a Sharpie in case you have to do autographs. You never know. You just never know. I'm always living in hope.
It's only autographing body parts.
Well, there is that. All you people who need their strings replaced, I thought I had 3 of these. I have 2 of them in my bag. This is the one I give away. Because people go, oh, I don't have a string winder. This is for winding strings up, right? Also has a little groove in the back for pulling the pins out of acoustic guitars. Like that. This one, oops. This one is a fancy one. This is this was a Christmas gift from my lead guitar player. Bob Bookler gave me this. This is a fabulous, and it's like ball bearings. It's a beautiful thing. A screwdriver that's got all kinds of stuff inside it. It's got about 8 different heads on it. Right? All the different Phillips that you need, a 1 and a 2. I don't know whether there's a 3 in here. Size 1, 2, 3. Slot heads, different sizes. Eyeglass size, for doing the hinge pins. The screwdriver, you use it all the time. Everybody needs a Leatherman. Pliers, it's got all the gear. You guys know what a Leatherman is. It's got all the screwdrivers. It's got a bottle opener. It's got slot head screws. It's got an awl for punching holes in leather. It's got, oh man, this is an eyeglass one, this little head here. Bottle opener. You can measure stuff because it's got inches and stuff. And it comes in a funky case. This, Eric, is a male-to-male XLR. Because sometimes that cable's got the wrong ends on it, right? So this is one that I've had to use from time to time, and it lives with me.
What do you call that?
Male-to-male XLR. What would you call it?
When it's female to female XLR. Excuse me, ladies.
It would be male-to-male. Yeah, I don't. It's just because every now and again you get that funny cable, right? Or you got to use the wrong cable, and this is the one you get. This is the one you end up with. A gender bender, yeah, sure, one of those. Now this, for all you guitar guys on a bass and guitar, this is a USB power cable that converts to 9 volts. It takes from 5-volt computer stuff off your computer and runs your pedals. You never know. Well, just weird stuff. And I've come across situations where, hey, check this out. And they go, oh, that's what I needed. It's exactly what I said. That's why do you find something like that? I bought this. Actually, I bought 2 of these. I bought them online somewhere because I saw this thing. It was one of those things. I was cruising one day on YouTube, and this guy was showing this thing. It's a 5-volt USB to 9-volt DC power cable. DC barrel with it's like that. I have 2 of them. I have another one at home that I leave in my music room. But this one I carry with me because it's when you need it. There's nothing, because you want to test stuff. So you never know whether your power supply is working. Well, how do I test it? Well, let's use your battery and your whatever. You're from a USB port into. You got a car charger. You can always test things. Do that kind of stuff. It's all there. Things I've used and come across. This is a battery tester. They're available from who sells these? Lee Valley Tools. Not the most accurate thing in the world, but they're pretty good. So basically what I'm using this for is it takes all the battery sizes from AAA, AA to 9 volts, and it'll tell you whether you're in the zone. Like when you're testing batteries, you're looking for something that's dead. A 7-volt battery is doing you no good at all. So if it says 8.9 or 9.6, it doesn't matter. It's still alive. But this is a great little battery tester. They were so good, I bought 2 of them, and my wife carries one with her. What the heck are we going here? These are 2032 batteries. These go into tuners. These are also 2032 batteries because I go through so many of them. Scotch tape. No, this is my little measuring tool. This is the thing that I give to people for Christmas. It's got, on the back, fraction to decimal to metric for conversion. On the front, it's got all the measuring tools. So if you want to measure 64ths, 30 seconds, thousandths, and then it's got a special string height one down here where you put it on the bed and it tells you how whatever the line's showing, that's what the height of your string is above the fingerboard. So measuring things. Again, with a lot of these tools, I don't have a lot of truss rod wrenches. They all live at home. But from time to time, a guy will have it in his case. He'll have his own truss rod wrench, and then you can do the adjustment right there. So that's one of those things. You can measure. At least you know what the problem is. 9-volt batteries, he says. Ta-da! There's one.
There you go.
Semper Gumby, ever flexible. This is a 9-volt wall work. Because you just never know. What's Santa got in the bottom of the bag? He's got, oh, look at that, another 2032 battery. Here's one. This is a stereo jack that takes a Sony jack in the back. So it's an 1/8" to a 1/4" stereo. So 1/8" stereo, like your headphones for listening to stuff. It'll plug into this, and this will plug into your, that's a stereo output for a 1/4".
Nice.
And, what do we got? Tweezers. You never know. When you get a splitter, or whatever else you use tweezers for, finding things at the bottom of places where you can't reach. Oh, this is a 2032 battery I got to put back in the bag. It goes back in here somewhere. Last but not least, and please don't tell my friends, I carry a capo. Because there are, see, that's why I don't tell these guys stuff. This is not for me. This is for other people. I carry a capo because I care, not because I use it. But there's a lot of people around who can't play it in any other key.
One time.
You know the shame. Yeah, I know you know the shame.
Well, he wants it in a different key.
Yeah, this is how I play it. So I gotta play the key.
We had to go up.
This is a shub. It's a beautiful piece of gear. I don't use it, and every now and again somebody needs one. I go, I can help you out with that. And then I leave my business card, and then they call me, and I do work for them with that sort of stuff. But do we have anything else? I think not.